I didn't get to see this in theaters, but I'ma see it now. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. And it's a Monday once again, picking up from the previous week. Still a little bit on the negative side. Sometimes I think after everything has happened, all I've been left with reaction-wise is anger, sadness, and lust. And it's just the worst that I could possibly have. I choose joy whenever I can make myself remember, aka whenever God works it in me to be joyous, but not always really that happy. In any case, I had a surprisingly short day of work, as the last store decided that they're going to try and repair their freezers where I normally stock my pizzas. So I'm like, la da da, last store, and oh, okay, I have nothing to do. And okay, I guess I can stock the pies, and oh, the freezer is full of carts. I cannot reach the pies. Guess I'm heading home. We'll see what the state of affairs are. Oh, buddy, you got them bits.
I think they were fire ants, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much all you have around here.
And guess what? This is the one that got bit. That is one bite with 3 bites in it.
It's intense.
Yep, you got the bits.
Well, he says that there's one underneath here.
Where? Oh yeah.
So I need.
He was probably itching at it pretty hard, which is why
Yeah.
it
No,
expanded.
it was just a huge one.
Well, I want to look.
It was
at
a huge
So
before.
huge. So huge.
Yes. So,
Alright, so mail coming in, finally getting things taken care of. I got my plate, so I can finally replace this. So I got finally a replacement hood, so that way I can put the hood back on my monitor. And then, got a little surprise for Judith. This was the exact same model of my first Bible. I still have it. This one's all fresh and everything. But it's an NIV 84 Life Application Study Bible. Silver leafing. See, it's got the study bits in the bottom, the red letters, really easy to read. That'll help with her dyslexia. So, even I think in the back it has, yeah. See, it's got color maps in there too. Here you go.
it's a book.
It's a Bible.
Will you call me a Bible?
Mm-hmm. Just like mine.
Oh, did you want to match Bibbles with me, baby?
Or, you know, it's just like the one you wanted.
Okay, well, there's that too, but I'm gonna go for the little cutesy where a couple we matched. Then.
Hardly matches considering how worn mine is.
You want to switch Bibbles?
No,
Okay, then.
I have writing in mine.
Shh, let me believe my delusional fantasy. Is he asleep?
He's getting there. Yeah. There we go. That is so much better. This one actually has a stop. And this is on a spring. Yeah. So unfortunately I got word today that a replacement for this based on the warranty would be $500. Which seems kind of silly considering I paid $691 for mine. So I might have to look into seeing if someone can solder the mini HDMI onto the PCB. And I'm still really confused as to why Blackmagic can't do that. I mean, I'm sure they have engineers. And from what I understand, based on my friend Charles, I mean, unless he's a magical engineer type person, it should be a pretty standard thing. So today is a great gaming day. There's a lot about the present and a lot about the past here. So I got in finally after like a while. The one thing that I needed in order to run my Vita. Because I had every single thing else. I have the games, Vita itself, all the just everything. But you can't play anything without that. So now we finally have that going. I can play some SAO. But also, the very first handheld gaming device I ever had was the very first color handheld device that ever existed. The Atari Lynx. And I found one on Amazon that was decently cheap. Because the original one I had was stolen by... There was a gentleman that I went to high school with that had a kleptomania issue that I was not aware of. And he was in theater with us, and apparently he would start stealing everyone's stuff during rehearsals, and then he turns out he stole my binder of my oldest Magic cards, and later on I discovered my Link's missing, so I figured out, because he was the only one that knew where I had packed away my stuff, and all those things have been packed away in boxes, so when I got to college I couldn't find these things. He was the only one that knew where they were. He helped me pack them, so apparently he snuck them while I was doing something else, either in the bathroom or taking the dogs outside. So now I'm trying to replace this stuff because the Lynx was actually a hand-me-down from my brother. Something he had and he gave to me. So felt really bad about losing that. Alright, there we go. So we now have the Lynx. It came with California Games, but I also went ahead and got Chip's Challenge, Clax, and Todd's Adventures in Slime World. Now we had about 4 to 6 more games that went, because we pretty much had this filled out. Not to mention the little plugs and whatnot, but I can slowly, over time, get that filled out and replaced. But in the meantime, I now have my old gaming system back. Charlie, you are a silly kitty, aren't you? You're just so silly. So lazy. Is sleeping in your flower box. Uh-oh. There's a mosquito here. Did you see him? I'ma get him. Ooh, he munched on you, huh? Did he munch on you? Did he munch on you, Charlie? Oh, Stretch. The sweetest of kitties. Yes, my essay is coming in tomorrow. Way earlier than I expected it to be. Woohoo! So I had a wee bit of a scare this morning. So I'm dropping Wesley off at the bus, and this truck decides not to wait. Now, usually what happens when the bus stops is that, the kids line up and I just go ahead and cross the street because all vehicles are supposed to stop, so it's fine for me to just cross the street. Doesn't matter what vehicles are there, considering they're all supposed to be stopped. But this white truck with one of those glass wooden triangles on the back, not actually, so it's a wooden triangle that usually meant to hold glass. It sits on the back. And so he starts driving up, like he's just gonna drive past this school bus with its red lights flashing. And I'm putting my arms up like, what are you doing? As he passes me, and just as he passes me, I yell out, like, because he's going to pass the bus. And the point that he passes the bus, he's committed an illegal act. So he's getting the bus, I just yell, and I got in a scary voice. I just yell, illegal, like, as loud as possible. I wouldn't be surprised if I scared the kids. Ooh. I'm hope they couldn't hear me over the bus. But the truck actually stopped. I was like, oh. I didn't stop walking, though. So, but he got out and adjusted some things in the back before continuing on. I don't know what happened. I thought he was gonna step out to try and pick a fight with me, and I mean, yeah, I was just in flip-flops, but dude, you picked the wrong person for that. Not to mention the other witnesses and whatnot. But bus turned off its lights, continued on, he continued on. I guess he figured out what was going on in the sense of why he yelled illegal. Actually, what freaked me out was, as I walked on, I realized that me angrily yelling illegal might have been him assuming that I was angry at him and therefore called him on illegal. It didn't even occur to me at the time. It wasn't until afterwards that I was like, oh, he might have thought that. Because all in my head was, he didn't made an illegal act, therefore what he was doing was illegal. Other cars honked at him too, so it wasn't just me upset with him, because he was also blocking traffic and whatnot. But yeah, that's a great way to start a Wednesday. What's that? I'm done with work on a Wednesday and it's still really light outside? That's unheard of! So hey, maybe I'll actually get some things done today. But my phone comes in today too! Woohoo! Oh geez! Oh cool, my glycerin came in. Guess I'm gonna have to mix me a batch of fog juice later. But wait. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I think I'm spending more time waiting for the specialist to get on chat than I am actually activating the phone. Unboxing of new phone done. Stuff I used. So this has been a pretty cool day. I am currently exporting my unboxing video for my Galaxy S8, and I am tweaking on the phone to try and get it to be my main phone, getting things off of this one and onto here, and organizing, getting signed into everything, kind of figuring out what I like, what I don't like, what I want to get going. So I don't know, maybe my unboxing will get some attention since it just came out. And I'll get more than 20 views. Who knows. Funny thing is, I wasn't planning this. This was completely impromptu. I was like, you know what, maybe I should do an unboxing. Maybe it'll turn out. Being very loud. There's a payoff to staying up all night trying to get that unboxing video done, and that was waking up this morning to 25 views. So I've now beaten my most viewed previously by 6 views, and that was the first one I put up. Kind of sad, but I don't know, maybe hopeful that the views I get on this video will lead to views to my other videos? We'll see. Grass always looks so much nicer after you edge it. You can mow all you want, but it still kind of looks shaggy when you don't edge. You know, it's really nice with the S8 finally having this back working again. I'd pretty much given up making the S5 work with it. I know they didn't want to tell me in tech support when I contacted Pokemon Go about it, but I'm pretty sure Niantic just kind of stopped supporting the S5 working with that and concentrated on the newer phones as far as compatibility and whatnot. Oh well. Hi. Kitty. So sweet. Butt scratches, butt scratches, butt scratches, butt scratches. So sweet. Choop, 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 choop. Gonna play? You gonna play? Oh. So sweet. So sweet. You've got to have an owner. Why do they let you out? You need attention so much. So much. So much attention. Yum, 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 yum. Wow. Yum, yum. Alright, so update on the new S8. Been mostly good with one really annoying thing. So, wallpaper themes. Normally you download them from Google Play and you can then apply them. But now there's Samsung themes that seems to be overriding that. And in the My Wallpapers section there's no mention of the wallpaper which I usually use on this old phone, which is the animation of the little bombs dropping from the original Fallouts on the Pip-Boy 2000. It's a little, it was a screensaver. So, yeah, so I can't access that anymore, and I'm not sure how to bypass that. As soon as I figure that out, maybe I'll tell y'all. But that's really annoying, because I like my Fallout background. So I'm gonna figure out a way around this. It's hard to get any work done when you have to spend most of your time dealing with the phone. And you get these videos done. On the plus side, Easter candy is really cheap right now. So we're gonna go pick up Judith. But first, we're gonna get her some stuff. Yep. Yep, there we go. Now it's time to get Judith.
Judith!
Yes, sir.
Why'd you knock on my window?
To scare you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. What is it?
It works.
Okay.
Thank you.
Surely works.
Oh, okay. So let's pretty much, and then like next thing I know, I see her before I go to the show. No, I know. I didn't want us to have to spend an hour waiting for her.
Because I can.
I was like,
Yeah, so there's like not a lot of worry. You don't really have to worry about any of that.
because sometimes it happens. And it's funny because it's like he's enjoying a lack of oxygen. It just is funny. All right, play with Sarah. Sarah's waiting on you.
Go for it. I think you're gonna take the card though. Only one.
Sarah, if you lose to a 9-year-old in war, we can't be friends.
What if I let the 9-year-old win?
That's a different circumstance.
Plus, like, there's also no aces in that, so it's a little
There's-
different. Like, if you could have won.
There's also no skill set technically to war, it's all chance.
You kidding me?
Oh, okay.
You're dying, I think.
How am I dying?
Because you're covered in slime.
But how do I get it off? And you're blocking.
You gotta get in the water.
Okay, am I in the...
Water gets rid of slime.
Okay. So am I good now?
See, whenever you get dripped on that slime damages you.
Well, I didn't know that.
It's Todd's Adventures in Slime World.
I was given this with no instruction.
Yeah, most of the time there is no instruction. You just play the game and figure it out as you go along.
Oh, that ain't even fair, yo. Hi, Mike. Mike, no! Get out of the freaking candy bag! You're like a child! Do I need to hide the candy from you in a cookie jar on top of the fridge? What are you? You! No!
And so that is the week. I've been spending a lot of it at the computer, so there's not really all that much to see. What social time I have had, I guess I've just not brought out the camera, or it's personal, or people don't want to be in front of the camera, or something along those lines. So I have a lot of deadlines and a lot of time sitting in front of the computer. So, and all that footage looks the same. I don't know. I don't get more than 20 views per video anyway, so I'm out of excuses. So in any case, I'll see you previously.